What is lean construction and how can you use the principles of it to save money on construction projects? A study found that 73% of contractors who implemented lean principles on their projects saved money, and even more impressive is on average they finished their projects 25% faster. In an industry with liquidated damages of thousands of dollars per day and profit margins regularly less than 10%, anything that can save us time and money should get us very interested. So what is lean construction? Well, to better understand lean construction, let's first talk about cars. Traditional project management is like heavy haulage trucking. It's all about sticking to a fixed route, maintaining control, and ensuring everything arrives on time. Map out the journey, plan for obstacles, and make sure you've got enough fuel to arrive on time. On the other hand, lean construction is like Formula One racing, where speed, precision, and efficiency are everything, and the team are constantly trying to optimize performance to save seconds. Every task is strategically sequenced and planned, and teamwork is key to keeping everything efficient. So in this video, we're going to go through what is lean and the core principles of lean, how lean construction works in practice, and the steps to implement it on your project. And I'll cover the exact strategies these contractors use to deliver their projects 25% faster. So what is lean construction? Well, lean is a project management approach that maximizes efficiency, reduces waste, and improves collaboration. It's inspired by the Toyota's lean manufacturing process, and it's all about continuous improvements, doing things faster, more cost effectively, and with higher quality. So the concept of lean, which comes from the Toyota manufacturing process, is the idea of maximizing value while minimizing waste. While this doesn't sound particularly revolutionary, they go to a lot of extent of defining exactly what these terms mean. And if you understand the terms, it helps you understand the goal of the process. So value is creating something our customers want. Waste is something with a cost that creates no value. So we want to do more of what our customers want and eliminate everything that costs us money, time, or resources that doesn't contribute to something our customers want. The customer is also anybody who benefits from the project, not just the project owner, but also the end users, stakeholders, and to a degree, even the construction team. Now, construction is inherently different to manufacturing. They're similar in the fact that we're assembling components, coordinating supply chains, and optimizing workflows, but that's a very surface level similarity. Difference is manufacturing is about producing the same component in a controlled fashion over and over and over again, so it's easier to optimize and follow this lean process of minimizing waste and maximizing value because you're repeating the same thing over and over again, so you can slowly and incrementally get better at it. Construction is just inherently different. Every project is unique based on specific site conditions, contract models, and a whole lot of other variabilities. And we often will only do the same type of project once. Lean construction is the tools and techniques that are used to bridge the gap between lean manufacturing and apply the lean principles to construction projects. So to better understand how lean works, we need to better understand this idea of waste. So broadly, waste is anything we do, any resources, cost, time, whatever that we use that doesn't contribute to building something that our customers want. Lean construction goes into extensive detail to define what these sources of waste are. The first one is transportation, which is the unnecessary movement of tools or equipment. So in construction, if you stored materials in a shed far away from the work, leading to excessive movement, wasted time. Inventory, excess stock of materials leading to storage costs and potential damage. For example, ordering way too much steel and then it rusts before we can use it, leading to waste. Motion, excessive movement of workers due to poor site organization. For example, workers walking long distance to get tools. Waiting, delays in workflows due to bottlenecks. For example, waiting for inspections and approvals of a concrete pour, which delays the concrete pour. Overproduction, producing more than needed, leading to excess costs. For example, pouring more concrete than necessary due to poor design or missed value engineering opportunities. Overprocessing, doing more work than is required. For example, unnecessary finishing the concrete with excess labor when it's not even needed. Defects, so rework due to errors or poor quality. Incorrect installations that need fixing. Skills, underutilized talent, so not using workers' skills effectively. For example, having skilled tradespeople doing manual labor. Now, these are the forms of waste that the lean construction process focuses on optimizing and removing. Now, another point to note is that lean and agile are similar but different. So they share similar goals of efficiency and flexibility, but they're slightly different in how they work. Lean construction, the focus of it is on eliminating waste and optimizing workflows, when agile is more about iterative product development. So the focus of agile is ensuring that we build something our customers want. The focus of lean is on eliminating waste. With the lean construction, the approach is structured continuous improvement, so constantly getting better at the work we're doing. When agile is more about flexible, fast iterations, lean construction is best for physical processes, so manufacturing and construction, and agile is best for knowledge work, so software or engineering design. And lean construction works best when you have a defined project scope with an efficiency focus. Agile works best when you have a scope that evolves and changes through continuous feedback from stakeholders. The overlap between the two is that lean uses agile thinking or agile ideas of Scrum and iterations for short-term planning, which is the last planner system, and agile principles can improve design and pre-construction phase where the knowledge work on construction projects occurs. So that's all well and good. We've spoken about what lean is, this idea of maximizing value and eliminating waste. And we also spoke about the forms of waste that we focus on eliminating. And the question is, how do we do this? How does lean construction work? So I'm going to go through the steps in the lean construction process, starting with the last planner system, which is the short-term work planning tool, which focuses on weekly planning instead of rigid long-term schedules. It involves the people doing the work, the last planners, making realistic commitments to one another, and it reduces delays and improves efficiency because the people who know the work best are doing the planning. The next tool that's used in lean construction is value stream mapping, referred to as process optimization, where you map out every step in a construction project and search for inefficiencies and waste. It helps identify delays, redundancies, and opportunities for improvements. We look at those 8 forms of waste and we find out how can we eliminate those, working through each of the processes. There's also the 5S method for site organization and efficiency, which is the sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain to ensure a clean and organized work site. Again, to reduce time wasted searching for tools and materials. And then the other tool is just-in-time material delivery to ensure materials arrive only when needed, reducing excess inventory, leading to less congestion, storage costs, or material handling waste. So how do you then implement this in the project? Well, step 1 is you still need to develop an overall master project schedule, which will take the form of a Gantt chart. So a master project schedule is still necessary for tracking long-term milestones. Typical construction project, we'd call this like a level 1 to 3 schedule. Then lean construction focuses on short-term adaptability within this broader master schedule. Next step is we need to educate. We need to actually engage stakeholders in the lean mindset, which might sound like a funny thing to do, but the reality is everyone on construction projects is used to doing the work the way it's always been done. Gantt charts, progress tracking, weekly coordination meetings. People have fixed ideas in their heads of how to run a project. Lean changes this. So it's important to educate your team on the lean principles and benefits, and basically to align all the stakeholders, the owners, the design, the contractors, on the way we're planning on doing things and the benefits of doing so. Okay, so everybody's on board with adopting lean principles and we've created our overall project plan. We then want to map out the process we're actually going to follow to build the project using value stream mapping, and then we want to analyze for any inefficiencies. We basically want to review the process we're proposing to follow, think about those 8 forms of waste, and work out how we can eliminate them. So once we've developed the plan, we then put it into action using short-term work planning. So as we complete the actual construction activities, we plan the work in weekly cycles instead of relying solely on a master schedule. People, the key here is the people doing the works are the ones planning the works. They're making realistic commitments to each other of when they're planning to finish certain activities. The structural team commits to the electrical team when they'll have access to complete the service penetrations. Each trade partner is making commitments to one another, is saying when they're going to finish something, and it ensures all the tasks are realistic, well sequenced, and fully coordinated. And then through this entire process, we're also optimizing the use of our resources. So using just-in-time delivery to prevent excess material storage and applying the 5S principles of site coordination to maintain an organized site. And then, like Agile, as we go through these iterations, we measure performance and continuously improve. We always want to be getting better. We conduct post-project retrospectives to refine processes, future projects, but also within iterations and cycles, we conduct retrospectives to refine our processes. And we want to encourage a culture of continuous improvement. We want everyone to constantly think of how do we do it better? How do we get better? And we want to minimize the time between insight and action. When someone identifies a way to get better and when we actually implement this, we want the time between these two to be effectively zero. To summarize and recap what we've spoken about, lean construction is designed to reduce waste, improve efficiency, and deliver higher value to clients. Uses techniques like the last planner system, just-in-time material delivery, and value stream mapping to streamline workflows and eliminate waste. Collaboration and continuous improvement are the core principles behind it. And lean construction, it still requires long-term waterfall type planning for the overall project schedule, but uses short cycles like agile iterations to manage the short-term planning on the construction site. Just like heavy haulage trucking, there's a time and a place for traditional project management where predictability, fixed plans, and steady progress are required. But in a fast-moving industry where time, cost, and efficiency are always under pressure, we also need to adopt the mindset of a Formula One drivers, always looking to shave off a microsecond. How can we make things slightly better?